EA Sports. It's in the game.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo at the famous Old Course, the home of golf in St. Andrews. And Frank, so often, even the greats of the game, when they come here for the very first time, they scratch their heads. They say, I don't get it. Why all the commotion about the Old Course? And then they play it a few times and they begin to come around. What happens to people after they've played the Old Course a few times?
Well, it's going to sound like a cliche, but you fall in love with it. And I'm like everybody else. When I first played it, I didn't think it was special. Then when I played it the next
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Well, every golfer wants to come home, and here we are at the home of golf, the Old Course at St. Andrews. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports.
Yeah, and Rich, this is just a wonderful place to play the game. Every player that's ever sort of learned to swing the golf club, this is the one course they wanted to play. The reason why is because every great this game has ever seen has walked across Walking Bridge. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
It can't be that good.
Early part of this second nine and a good approach shot, and now pretty good chance for birdie. Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Frank, every golfer wants to play it at least once, the old course at St. Andrews.
Yeah, from Bobby Jones to Jack Nicklaus to Tiger Woods, they've all come and conquered. Nice.
Looks good. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Frank, there really is nothing quite like it, the old course at St. Andrews. And you know the old course is old when the new course is 100 years old. You know you're in a place that is bathed in history.
Yeah, the fact that they can't really figure out who exactly designed the old course, it just evolved. And the true, if you look at a scorecard, the fact that you go out and in, it's designed purely around St. Andrews because 9 holes are out, then you turn around in the loop and come all the way back to the clubhouse. So the amazing thing is you actually can, if you get lucky, play 9 holes with the wind behind you, and if fortunately with the tide it turns, you can get 9 holes with the wind at your back as well.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Makes the putt and moving in the right direction, 2 under par. Frank, what are we looking at here at the famed par 3 11th at the old course?
Well, the most difficult, there is only 2 par 3s here at the old course, and this one's called High, elevated green.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Frank, we're going home to the home of golf, St. Andrews, the old course.
No better place for any level of game, for the beginner of the game or the greats of the game. This is the golf course they've all cherished to play.
I mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. This, the second shot here at the par 4. And getting ready for the putt. coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We are at the most historic course in the world, Frank, the old course at St. Andrews.
I can't believe it was established in 1552, and it's just a pleasure to play. 7 shared greens. If you want to sort of do the maths on that and know exactly where you are, the shared greens will always add up to 18. For example, if you're on the second, it'll share it with the sixth. And there is 4 greens that aren't shared at all. That's 1, 9, 17, and 18. But just an absolute pleasure. And it's actually fun to play the course.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. This one's tracking. Well, that just brings a smile to your face, puts a little pep in the step when you make them from downtown. Hole number 11, the Eden, is really the finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?